Okay, gamers, the part one of my Stellaris series. This is actually the second attempt at this. I had to restart and record it again because the recording kinda died where half of it had its footage removed. But I will be doing this in a format where I'll just show you important stuff. You don't have to see that where I'm just like, I need to build civilian bureaucracy here, or I need to build mining industry here. It'll just be like wars, important events, that stuff. Uh, and as well as occasionally just summarizing what's happened. But starting off, I'm going to show you what I have. We have the Freg Democratic Union. Uh, they look like frogs. That's it. That's why I named them Freg, because they look like frog people, kind of. Freg's species name stuff. I'm just using reptilian names because frogs are reptilians. Or are they? I don't care. For traits, communal, because we're on like ocean worlds and frogs can kind of live in water, so I makes sense that they can use more space of an ocean world than what is above. Agrarian, because I don't know, I just wanted to see how good agrarian was. I haven't really used the agrarian trait before. Deviance, because mods, I'll get to that later. Unruly, because I needed to grab a negative trait, and that one didn't seem too bad. And adaptive, I actually don't know why past me grabbed adaptive, but we'll stick with it. Name and class, we're living on the world of Swamp. It's, you know, I just used Swamp, but switched it to an E. And then the star name of Lemp, which is just lamp, but switched to an E. Live on ocean worlds, or wet climate. Oh, wait, no, it's actually called an ocean world there. I didn't see that at first, apparently. City appearance, we're just doing reptilian cities. Origin, prosperous unification, which gives us more people, more districts, more happiness. Okay, and then stuff that actually matters more. We are a democracy. Our ethics are militarist, spiritualist, and xenophile, as voted for by the majority. That being, each of these had two people who voted for it, as opposed to one. So the idea of this is like it's the Frag Democratic Union. Like, before it went to space, the democratic state, it was like in a political, I guess, like gridlock where nothing could get done because the different parties, they would all just veto each other before anything could get done. And then like a coalition formed between the militarist, spiritualist, and xenophile parties. And that symbolizes like the three stars. Like they unified and were able to dominate politics. So now they mostly just control politics. And the distinguished admiralty, like military has a lot of political power here. Diplomatic corps, that's like the xenophile political power. And then I used a spiritualist advisor because they didn't get a trait for them. Where is it? And then, it's just called the Frag Democratic Union. Uh, Star stuff. This is the flag. Thought purple would look nice. We're going to use reptilian ships. And then I made our leader be called Kremet. It's like Kermit the Frog, but Kremet the Frog. And we will be playing in a huge galaxy, elliptical, which, yeah, and then we are actually going to be playing with only 60 AIs. And I was intending to play with 90, but that would be way too many. We're going to play with 5 Fallen Empires, 3 Marauders. Fallen Empires are just like empires that used to be really powerful, but now they've stopped. And Marauders are just like pirates and stuff. All this stuff will stay normal, except I'm going to reduce this down to 1 times. And I am going to set guaranteed habitable worlds, if I can find it. Where did it go? To 1. Because I want to make sure that everyone has at least a world. And then we will play. Oh yeah, and then I guess while this is loading, I will describe the mods I'm using. First, I'm using the StarNet AI mod. It just makes the AI better because standard Stellaris AI isn't that good at Stellaris. Uh, but this, when I was playing before, it made the AI pretty good, so we should be fine here. Or we should have some good challenge. Next, I'm playing with like dynamic political events and rebellions, which just makes rebellions and political events and stuff happen more often, which will make the mid game more interesting. And then I just have an aesthetic borders mod that makes borders look nicer. This is the galaxy we spawned in. We have spawned in the galactic north. Pretty okay start, pretty isolated. I mean, we have like 2 openings here. So for starting researches, we're going to grab I'm probably going to be doing some fighting early on, so I'll grab blue lasers. Population growth speed is always nice. And I will grab coil guns, will be pretty good. And then we're gonna explore or like survey over to here, and then we're gonna build another science ship who's gonna do survey the other way. And then you are going to build a... Or wait, no, we're pretty good on energy for now. Once we start needing energy, we're gonna build minerals. I will, I guess, end this clip here and be back eventually. Okay, gamers, I am back. We have just made first contact with these fanatic egalitarian militarists, which I think we should get along pretty fine with. Never mind their harming relations with us, because we're both democratic, we're both militarist, and, well, I'm not egalitarian. I think I could get along with them. But we'll see how that goes in the future. Also, my empire has rapidly expanded in size. It's been about 5 years since I've last spoken to you. Well, in game 5 years, not real life. That wouldn't make sense. We seem to be almost about to encounter another species down here, and they have closed their borders to us. Why is that? Policies. Border policy. I'll fix that later, whatever. We've started on our traditions, which is like societal stuff, like you've got all of these trees and you get unity from different buildings and such, and you can do stuff. So I'm starting off with the discovery. It helps with like surveying and getting research and stuff, which is nice. Also, we have started our first colony, which is currently called Gindix Prime, which I plan on allowing the commenters to rename for the next episode. There isn't anyone actually on it yet. They're still setting up. In our capital, we're suffering from minor unemployment, which I will fix after this. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to build a temple, because amenities are nice, and so is unity. Actually, that's going to cause our consumer goods to go into the negatives. I think I'll preemptively build some civilian industries to prevent consumer goods from going oof. I guess there's probably people who don't understand this stuff, so consumer goods and food is just population stuff. People consume that to not be sad. Minerals is used to build simple stuff like not starships, or like mining stations, buildings. Energy credits is just like money and also power. Alloys is used to build like starships and star bases and a lot of military stuff. Influence is just used to claim territory, regardless of its ownership by another nation. Unity is just like societal stuff. There's 3 different types of research for the 3 different, I guess, branches of research. You've got engineering, society, and physics. At the end of the episode, I'll go through all of the leaders we have, and you guys can all rename them, but for now, at least one of these guys is going to die, so I'll just wait until the end there so I don't have to say it twice. And then there's strategic resources, sprawl, which is just like how big your empire, like how well you're running your empire bureaucratically. If you have too much of it, you get less traditions and tech. Envoys is like diplomats, how many of them are using population. That's just nice, convenient to see there. Their starbase and naval capacity. If you go over this, you lose money or more money per ship. Anyways, I'm probably going to try and become friendly with these people because I am a xenophile. They're in pretty diplomatic agreement with me, and it would be nice to have a friendly neighbor here so I can just focus on expanding this way. So I'll talk to you, I don't know when. Could be 5, could be 1 year. Okay, gamers, I am back. It has been about 5 years since the last time I've spoken to you again. The diplomatic situation with the Aether Citizen Commonwealth has deteriorated rapidly. They are hostile to us, and that has caused me to build up our fleet. We now have 10 ships and going to get to 20 soon, or well, when I can. And I've set up a border station here to increase our defenses, and I'm building a gun battery and a starport. I'm planning on going to war with them to attempt to take some territory, because they're clearly a hostile neighbor that needs to be defeated. On this border, we've met a nation, the Mechazor Awareness. They're a machine empire, they're all robots. They're also hostile, but they're pretty weak, so I will deal with them second. Because these guys I want to take out first. I want to push to this system and create a strategic, like, defensive point. Whereas here, it'll be more difficult. Also, we've finally managed to, like, fully colonize our colony. We've got people on here. Is there anything I can do? No. Not really much interesting happening, though. Yeah, we've managed to claim this system, and I will soon claim this one. We've also started the Rubricator event chain, which is about some sort of ancient alien artifact. It has some sort of power, and we want it. So we're going to have it, because, yeah. Anything else interesting happening? No, I will update you when... Oh yeah, now there's an election. That happened in a convenient time. The current ruler, Kremet, is probably going to win the election. He completed what he said he was going to do. Also, the fleet is led by Hask Valgam, which hopefully if he will live long enough to the end of the episode, where he will then get renamed to something that isn't that. Also, we now have the Diplomat class corvette with improved weaponry, blue lasers and small coil guns instead of, I forgot what the older weapons are called, but red lasers and mass drivers. So this will provide us a great strategic advantage in fighting our opponents. Anyways, that's the end of this segment. I will tell you when I go to war. Actually, I might just go to war here. Let's see. They're inferior. Let's see, can I claim... I'll just continue this clip onward. I think I'll... Yeah, Oh, how did Kremet lose? Well, I guess... Oh, we've also discovered an ancient race called the Cybrix. They are machines. But that's less important. Someone else won the election, it's just an envoy, that's fine, which is just like a diplomat. So yes, we have diplomat-class corvettes that are going to be constantly being reinforced, and in about a month I will have the resources necessary to claim that, and time to go to war. It's only like 2 claims. I'll humiliate them as well. You can go to war for 2 reasons at the start of the game. More later. I'll get onto that later, I guess, once that's relevant. I'm going to go to normal speed. New tech. We're going to go with like society research because I want to get more tech. Humiliating and like conquering. Conquering just gives you the stuff at lower cost, and humiliating just gives you more influence, which is nice and going to be important now. Oh, we have encountered the Conclave of Burva. They are xenophobe spiritualists and wary of us. I'm gonna send a diplomat over to try and keep relations okay until later. Anyway, it's time to seize this system. Yeah, they're sort of friendly with us. We're just going to be claiming the border systems, these two in the war, and then leaving, or I guess like declaring peace, because I don't want to push too far yet. I don't really have the influence to fund that, I suppose. And then after that, I will probably be actually just like eating the machine awareness. Like, I'll probably just like take the whole thing out because I want the land, and they seem hostile towards me. I mean, they're getting better. I mean, if we're at like good relations by the time I'm ready to go to war with them, then I will not go to war with them. So yes, soon we'll be taking this system here. It doesn't really have anything important. Okay, political factions. I have to explain these, I guess. As you go on, there'll be political factions forming where they all have their own wants and needs. Like, this is the Church of Metaphysical Cleansing. If you want to, you can vote to, or like offer to change their name too. At the end of the episode, I'll go through all the factions that are alive. They don't want empty shells, or like they don't want any robots. They don't want robots to have rights. They want governing ethics to be spiritualist. They want no one living on a tomb world. They want to have at least 25% of the population being spiritualist, and they just want to be in the majority. Okay, and now we can continue our push. I'm actually going to be a bit cautious going into this system because they might have their army there, and combined with another station of that strength, it'll be mildly annoying. Oh, and we've met the Galactic Orvir Battle Clans. Who are these guys? Egalitarian, militaristic xenophobes. I will send an envoy over just to prevent, like, us being at war or anything for a while. Or I guess delay a war. I think we're gonna end up at war with them. Because I'm quite a warmonger. I like fighting all the peoples at the start of the game to just get some land, because otherwise I feel small and like cramped and stuff. So we're going to be pretty soon taking the system, hopefully settling for status quo, and be putting the Aether Citizen Commonwealth in a position to become a part of the Freg Democratic Union. Oh wait, this system has a planet in it. Okay, we're gonna have to build up some military. Here, let's start training armies. And 2 more factions. We have the Martial Order of Thorn and the Xeno Aid Lobby. Xeno Aid Lobby just wants aliens to have rights. I just switched the order of things, and the material or Martial Order of Thorn wants war and us to like take stuff and all that. Which is what we're probably going to do, both of those things, because we are a xenophile and militarist. Which means we give aliens rights and take aliens' land. Let's hope this battle goes okay. It's lasting quite a while. If they send more troops into the system, I will have to retreat. But it seems to be going okay for us. Like, we've taken casualties, but their station is getting beat up. Like, it's got half its health, all its armor, all its shields gone. Once I will be moving my armies to this system here. I think I have a science ship on the way to study debris. In combat, like, it leaves debris and you can research them and get tech. Come on, we can take out the station. Let's put this on fastest because stations have like a ton of health and they just take forever to kill. And then we're continuing in on our traditions tree. Our neighbors are continuing to claim that my stuff is theirs, which is just blatantly wrong. Why would my stuff be theirs? My stuff is mine, and their stuff is mine. Oh, they've got a superior fleet now. They're probably going to cyberbully me if I stay this weak. Come on, we can take the system. We're down to 2 ships in the battle. It says there's 6 ships, but that's just because like the ships didn't die. They just escaped, so they'll rejoin the fleet upon it exiting conflict. Okay, we won. That was pretty close. Like, we could have had our whole fleet sent back to being in a less than ideal condition. Anyways, we're gonna go back to that system to heal. Our armies are on the way to seize enemy worlds. Yeah, it's time to leave that system. Oh, they might just take it back for free. We might have just weakened ourselves for no reason. They don't even have a leader. What weapons do they got, though? They've got nothing. It's just a lot of ships. Yeah, they're gonna retake the system without a fight. Because we had to retreat back to here. Regroup. Which is fine. I'm going to grab this system. Actually, I'm probably going to be at war with the machine soon. I'm going to grab the system. I want the energy and such. We have unemployed people on the capital. We'll build more alloy. Actually, I'm going to build a church because the spiritualists will be more happy if they're in the majority. And it gives me unity and other nice things. That's just a scientist researching stuff. So now that their fleet is, like, in a position to annoy me, I have to wait and rebuild my forces because it's been a bit injured from the fighting. I can go up to fastest until that happens. So we're going to need a pretty strong fleet to deal with that. I think I'll cut it here and then I'll, like, jump back to when I'm ready to claim them. Okay, gamers, we're going to be moving in. I don't know if we're actually going to take the system. but I'm gonna see what's in there and scout it. Also, we've met a few other people. I'm just trying to maintain uh, acceptable diplomatic relations with them because I don't want to get into a fight with them yet. Let's see what's in the system. Oh, we can take it now. Okay, we're gonna be seizing the system from them. I mean, we will retreat once reinforcements arrive, but or if reinforcements arrive, not once. But we should be able to get it, and then our transport fleet should be able to move in and seize the planet. And that's in a tradition tree done. We will be doing technological ascendancy to gain more tech because I like tech. Also, our energy economy is in a slow decline, but that's not my problem right now. My problem is securing a world. Uh, Anyways, it is time to land. What do they got? 800. I don't want to fight that. We are going to retreat. If our military does not seize... Yeah, the military will take the world. They're outnumbered. We are going to be abandoning system, though, because their fleet is stronger. And just reinforcing. And the planet will be seized. Are they willing to status quo? No, they don't. They're saying, why are they not? They think they're stronger, which they are. No, you need to get back onto the world. Oh, I guess I can't. Why? Okay, so I guess this mod does not improve the AI too much because they just are leaving the system. Oh, that might be a death blow to our army. Poor Torba Maruk, where his willingness to prevent civilian casualties was shown. I say this because he has the restrained trait, which makes them less likely to cause collateral damage. In the Battle of, what's this, Zetuk Zugrak. Yeah, that'll be another planet for you guys to rename. We're going to retreat from here. The Grand Fleet, we're going to move in and seize the system back because we can't see their fleet in position to stop us from retaking, and I don't know. This one system has been the subject of the entire war. Pretty much all of the fighting has been over this. Just this. Which is allowing us to build up enough influence that we should be able to take a lot of land from these guys, assuming they stay weaker. Anyways, time to... Yeah, they just keep claiming my systems. Ah, another nation here. They're rather friendly to our ways. Yeah, they're pretty cooperative. We might be able to make a friend out of them. Pew 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 boom boom pew 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 pew. That's what it sounds like. I just noticed I don't play Stellaris with audio, so which is surprisingly hard for me to notice. I don't know. I might just be colorblind for ears. But yeah, that's what I'm assuming it sounds like. Let's speed this up. Starbases always take so long to destroy. I mentioned that earlier. After this system falls, we should be able to have... Or we should be able to claim victory in the war. Are you ready to give up? No? Okay, we're gonna have to hold position in the system. If I have to leave again, I think I'm gonna have to leave this system again because I keep going in and then like taking the system. They move in, and I've got to leave. What if I like try and convince them to chase after me? I want to see if I can get that starbase online before I. No. Are their ships still as old as they or bad as they used to be at the start of the war? Yeah, it's still terrible ships. Uh, I still don't. They're currently claiming, or they have to wait for the starbase to like fix itself, and then they can fight it. Uh, which is an interesting thing, but it's just what happens. The ship seems to have gotten stuck, so we will send it to the fleet. We have more allies, or alloys, not allies. We have no allies to get here. Oh, they're ready to settle for status quo. Here, I'll send the offer. There we go. Peace. Beautiful. We've claimed a bit more territory. Just 2 systems, but it's enough. We've got another world with these. What are they? The Ether have been accepted into our empire. This colony seems to be covered in xenophobes. That won't fly. And they're rather sad with their lives. These people are not going to be fun to govern. But that's besides the point. So I put off camera, fix my energy credits, and then, yeah. I will be back when important stuff happens. Okay, this is going to be about the end of the episode. I am almost ready to go to war with the Mechazar awareness and end the mechanical threat to our spirituality. Uh, as you can see, there's currently some protests on the newly conquered Gindix Prime, which had a man. I don't even know what species he is, actually. A Hask-Guran, so I'm assuming he's a frog person based on the name, but I can't be 100% sure. Had tried to become like a prince on the planet, or like start a nobility, so I had to stop him. Uh, yeah, we are going to be informing our populace to stop that because that is authoritarian in nature, and we are actually, it's not really against our ethics, so it actually wouldn't have been that bad. I may slightly regret my decision, but whatever, I have to stand by it now. I thought we were egalitarian. I keep getting that mixed up, but uh, he stood against something. He did something. Yeah, he tried to establish nobility. I didn't want that. So now there's protests. People are being unhappy and trying to start or trying to become authoritarian on this planet. So yes, things that need to be renamed. The colony of Gindix Prime. Zatik, Zajax. Swamp is actually a planet that I don't want to rename. The Alex Cesaril Battle Group. Transport Fleet 1 could be renamed, and the leader of Transport Fleet 1, Torba Maruk. Also the Admiral Hask Velgram. The Surveyor Torba Taga. The Surveyor Hask Emek. Leaders. We have the Governor, Torba Magan. Anyone else? Yeah, we have our three main scientists: Hask Zamik, Torba Inrab, and Hask Kalas. That should be everyone that needs a rename, so feel free to suggest in the comments who you want to be renamed to what. Uh, I will be ending this segment here, then it's going to be relatively short, but next episode we will be ending this threat. This planet will be integrated further into the Empire. Hopefully the protests will end here, and hopefully my economy will fix itself. Yeah, we've met a few more people in the northern part of the galaxy, quite populated here as you can see. That's about it. See you next episode.